What's up, everybody? This is ToneyBoi, your host, and this is Outside Influence. So we have Love the Genius today, Buffalo MC. Been rapping for a long time. I've been a fan. I feel like you're one of the smartest rappers that I encountered, listened to, met. How are you doing today?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me. How you doing?
I'm good. Can't complain. So first we're gonna start off. How'd you get your start in music? How'd you start rapping? Like what made you want to do it?
Man, I come from a really musical family, so I don't really remember not doing music. I put my first project out when I was 11. I went to the studio for the first time when I was 9.
Oh, wow.
It'd probably be easier for me to say, when I wasn't doing music, because I've been doing music my whole life, really.
Yeah.
Just being influenced by like Bone Thugs and Harmony and just Missy Elliott, just different people like that coming up as a kid. So
yeah, it's crazy. Like a lot of people don't give Bone Thugs that same respect that that they should.
They're crazy.
Because I love Bone. Bone Thugs was actually the first cassette that I owned, and I used to play it in my grandmother's car as a kid. She used to hate it, but I love Bone too. So your name, Love the Genius.
Yeah.
How'd you come up with that?
Really, I just wanted a name that that really expressed and solidified what I wanted to have my music be as a whole. So, love is crazy, love is deep, love is lighthearted, love is smart, emotional, love is hard and heavy too. So I really just picked the name like that, and then the genius part just comes from,
You're smart.
I'm brilliant.
You're
so
very smart.
The genius part comes from that.
That's really cool. Like, I feel like people don't take time to make their name mean something anymore. Now it's just YNB such and such, or like the names really don't mean anything anymore. So I think it's cool when people have a name that stands for more than just a name.
Yeah, shout out to YNB whoever though.
Yeah, YNB whoever, man. I'm rocking with you. So you already said that Bone Thugs and Harmony was an influence. Would it be any other MCs, producers that really got you in?
Pharrell. Pharrell's a crazy influence for me. He's always been like outside of the box.
Yeah.
And that's always been what attracted me. That's the same thing that attracted me to Bone Thugs. So outside of those two, Missy Elliott, Jay-Z, of course. And then I started to get into like words. I'm really into words. So like Nas, like Lauren,
cool.
People like that for sure.
So would you say you floated more towards like the conscious rap, or was it just like whatever you was feeling?
Nah, I really just go off of what was hot, like what's lit. You know what I mean? It's not really, it's just whatever attracts me. Like today, I don't want to start calling people non-conscious or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? I just like what's dope. You know what I'm saying? It's not really based on like, they're talking about something, quote unquote. It's just really like
vibe today.
This is fire. Yeah. Because as long as it makes sense as a whole to me. Because I never been into people who like, they look away, their names away, and then their songs don't match. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of always attracted to the people who make sense as a whole. So from Soulja Boy all the way to like Beyonce, you know what I mean? Just whatever connects as a whole to me is what I'm into.
For the merit roll, went back to doing my after school practice, then headed home. When Ronald died, it hit a nerve, that's when I made the turn. I started learning different terms, that's on DeAndre word. When he got killed, I felt the chill, I had to go for real. Moved to the mound, ain't had no rounds, but yet my soul was still role model. If I'm the fail, no, I tried to prevail. I was trying to do well. I got memories still with tomorrow when he laid in that car with the wheel in his hand. That was back way before I was 12, understand. I see Nike before he was killed, understand. I connect with the pain, shit is real. I got plans of just going from solving to meals in my hand. Born in the grave like
people don't give Soulja Boy his credit. But we grew up in that era, so like the whole snap dance and all that stuff.
For sure.
So shout out to Soulja Boy. So we're gonna get into the nitty gritty now. What would be your outside influences? So do you paint? Do you write? You read? I don't know, like you go to the park.
Interestingly enough, I do all of those things, but I'm really influenced by art as a whole. I do paint. I used to paint a lot more. I used to do photography. Right now, I'm really influenced by like people in the tech world. Yeah. So I do web development as well, web design, user experience and design as well. Cool. So I'm really into like people like Idris Sandu or like Elon Musk, just innovative thinkers. Kanye West, because to me, Kanye has taken himself out of the artist box, and he's just an innovative person. So I'm influenced by just people who think big and think in a way that's forward, in a way that's progressive, because that's what I do. So
so basically, in the sense of a tastemaker.
Absolutely, so, a tastemaker. Yeah,
that's really cool. That's really cool. So you say you do art. Like, what was your medium? Like, were you like canvas or?
Yeah, I did canvas. I did some graffiti, like some spray painting, but it was all on canvases for sure. I'm just a creative person. You know what I'm saying? It's not really like I do whatever is expressive to me. I write. I write films. I wrote some scripts. Poetry, of course, in my lyricism. Just art as a whole, really.
Yeah, I've actually read some of your scripts before. So,
for sure, you definitely have. Yeah,
I see where you're going with that. So, where do you see yourself down the road? Say, if music doesn't work out, what would you do? Would be a teacher or?
I would never be I don't want to say I wouldn't be a teacher, but I'm never gonna teach in no school. But
why would that? Why?
Because that's a whole other thing. I just think the structure that they try to start you off in school, it kind of leads to a whole bunch of other things and kind of boxes your mind in the way you should be, and I'm not into that. So as far as music not working out, it's gonna work out because I've been doing this for long enough, and for me it's just a point of execution at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's not really will it work out, it's working out. This is what I am every day. You know what I mean? So but if I wasn't into music at all, I'd probably just travel the world. Like I wouldn't. That's part of what I like about music too. Is like I'm able to travel, but I really would just travel. I'd probably do something like be one of those people who just travel and eat and just review food because I'm into that too.
Yo, I'm a foodie myself.
So I'll probably be like that. Like whatever that's called is what I would do.
I don't even know if there's like an actual title.
I don't know. It just seemed like a good job.
Get
like
paid to travel
and eat.
So
and record it and write about it for sure.
I guess you have to go to like National Geographic or something.
Right, for sure.
Like Bourdain or something.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
exactly.
Let's see. We only have a few more questions left. Oh, one more left. So, to any up and coming creative, any young girl, young MC, any young man, what advice would you give them coming up in the game?
Man, I would really just tell any up and coming person, artist, to really find out who they are and to really stand on what they are and what they believe in, and to understand their no's and who they are not, and just stay the course. You know what I'm saying? And not to be discouraged because things may take time. It's only just time to perfect what you're working on, though. You know what I mean? And I would say the main thing is to just understand who you are and understand who you are not and what you are not. You know what I'm saying?
That's really good advice. You know what I mean? Because people like to think that all of this music stuff happens overnight. Like it's just one song. Tomorrow you get $1 million.
Now, some people life. I mean, it goes like that for some people.
It's few and far between.
Yeah.
Like a few of like me and you, we've been rapping, been making music for years,
right?
And it's just now starting to pay off in our later years,
right?
So that's good advice. Just keep with it and stay persistent. So
for sure.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Love the Genius. Make sure y'all go check her out. She just dropped a project.
I just dropped a project called Self Love. Is self 7X 7XVE. I also got a project out called Love is Love, which is 7XVE is LOVE. It's on all streaming platforms. Also, go to my website, alwaysthankgod.com. Follow me. I'm sure you're going to probably tag me or whatever.
You can tag you there. But still, to tell them your tags anyway.
It's at 7XVE, the genius, at Love the Genius. And I appreciate you for letting me, do this.
Oh, no. Thanks for coming and, sharing your outside influences and,
sure.
give us some light. We're out. This is ToneyBoi. Y'all have a good night.